That's my last album that I made, and
Oh,
yeah. Friends and lovers. Says here, the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party.
yeah, that's fine.
Should I press OK or don't touch
Yes,
it? Okay.
yes.
Cathy,
Yeah.
do you remember where and when we met each other?
Yes, but wait until the interview starts.
Okay. I can't
Then
remember
we'll-
anything.
Well, we'll talk about that. Maybe I don't remember. I don't know.
Okay. I remember this gig.
Nice gig.
Yeah. This is at this Temecula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the one hosting this? Like
Sherry Williams.
Terry Williams. Thank you.
Yeah. What a pretty song.
Oh, thank you. The Friends and Lovers, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yay!
Thank you. Stop talking.
Okay, so who was in the band? It's your band, right? You're still
Yes, I think it's Richard Simon on bass
ah
and Abe Lagrimas.
ah
Yeah. Do you remember Abe Lagrimas?
absolutely.
Yeah. He moved back to Hawaii, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on one sec. I'm just
Sure.
trying to get my stuff together.
Okay.
I was going to say something else, but I decided not to. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Okay. Uh-huh. It disappeared for a minute. Okay, chat. Okay. That. There's that. Okay, I'm here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Tateng Katindig. I'm very happy to have him on as a guest.
Thank you, Cathy. Yeah. Hello, LA.
Hello. Actually, it's across the world.
Oh, hello, world. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, even people in the Philippines can.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Um, so man, you asked when we met. I don't remember exactly. Gosh, there's so many meetings that we've had.
I know.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, but I know it's been a long time.
It's been, I remember I moved here in 2000.
Okay.
Yes, I was, how many decades ago? 2 decades,
Yeah.
something like, and then I, I tried to move in with my way around, trying to meet musicians, people. And I don't know anybody here. I'm the only one here because my dad left me already. He went back to the Philippines. Yeah, we did a tour first. We did some concerts. By the way, my dad is a musician. His
Yeah.
name is Eddie Katindig.
Yeah.
Plays the saxophone, plays the vibraphone. Yeah.
And he's pretty well known, right? In the
Yes,
Philippines.
quite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
Um, so he came here with you at first?
yes, that's how I entered the U.S.
Oh,
When he comes here and do some shows, he will bring me with him,
yeah.
and we'll do some series of shows
Yeah.
around the U.S. Our first show was in Guam.
Uh-huh.
That's why, and then after that, moved to Houston. Did some series of shows there, and then moved to Nevada. Did some series, and here in LA. And then I decided to stay here and try my luck.
I
Yeah,
guess I guess you've been lucky here.
yeah, yeah. I've been blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I get to meet people like you. Yeah.
Yeah, you had I mean looking at your your bio, you had a really active music and family life, right? Growing
Yes,
up. Yeah, it's a little more than most people, but I think in the Philippines it's a little more common, but still you still have had a lot of involvement. Your dad was like a well-known
yes, yes,
musician, and then his brother, was that it? His brother?
yes. His brother is Uncle
Uh,
Romy Katindig, very fine piano player. He's one of my heroes. And he passed away. Yeah. Sadly, I think he passed away like 15 years ago. Yeah, yeah. He passed
Um,
away here in the U.S. actually.
oh, 15 years. We'll get back to that, but I just wanted to say Mon is here and he said, Tang, Nyor.
Yeah, Nyor, yeah, yeah.
Great to
Hi,
see you in
Mon.
CSG.
Yeah, Mon is a is a big. I'm a big fan of Mon. Yeah.
Me too. I always call him the royalty of jazz.
Yes, he is. He is. Yeah, and I'm lucky enough to work with him, and I'm happy with what he have achieved. And
Yeah, yeah,
amazing singer, amazing person. More, yeah.
yeah. Yes, he
Mhm.
is. He's really a blessing.
Yes.
He really is. And his whole family.
Mhm.
So back to your family. So your uncle Romy, he
Yeah.
passed away about 15 years ago from here.
Yes.
So he was playing a
He
lot in
was
the
playing
U.S.
music. Yes. He was. I think back then he was in San Francisco. He was a featured, house pianist in one of the hotels in San Francisco, and he was playing with this bass player, Filipino bass player. His name is Fernando Cortez. They're doing a duo gig, and yeah, and I believe he died of cancer. Cancer, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So and then his son is Boy.
yes, one
Okay,
of
so
the
Boy Katindig
Boy
is
Katindig.
also
Yeah.
he. It was he. Has he been here a little longer in a
Yes,
way?
yes. I think after Uncle Romy passed away, Boy followed here,
Yeah.
and he worked with my dad for a while, and I'm still back home in the Philippines.
Ah, okay.
So they've been playing shows, doing some Filipino restaurant gigs, yeah,
Yeah.
that, yeah, yeah. And then after that, I followed him. He took me with him, yeah,
Yeah.
under his wings, yeah.
By the way, Alvin Reyes is here. He said Kabsat.
Kabsat means brother or sister in Ilocano. That's another dialect in the Philippines.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Like Mon is he speak another dialect in the Philippines. Mon he speak Kapangpangan. That's what we call it, Kapangpangan. That's the people from Pampanga.
Ah.
Another city.
One of these days, I'm going to learn a little Philippine. Oh,
You should,
because
you should.
yeah, I'm around a lot of Filipinos. So
So you can sing along with Mon. Sing some
uh,
Tagalog songs. Yeah.
I've really loved the songs he's sung in what the language is called what
Tagalog, or
Tagalog. Yeah,
Filipino, as
yeah,
patriotically,
yeah,
Filipino. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've loved the material that I've heard him sing. I don't know if you were part of that. Uh, he did a really great show at Disney Hall for a producer, and the show had a large vocal group, like
Oh,
a choir,
yes, yes.
and Mon was there, and he sang several songs. I think he sang a song he wrote for his father, and it was, oh
Beautiful.
my God, it was great,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
gorgeous. Yeah.
yeah. I have recorded, yeah, a couple of albums with Mon.
Oh,
Yeah, him singing, some of his originals, and yeah.
oh, I probably knew that, but I guess I forgot.
Mm.
So, I'm just curious because you grew up like that. I mean, I also grew up in a musical family, and
Yeah,
I don't remember not having music, you know. I mean, because it
yeah.
was there
Since you
since
were
the
born.
beginning. Yeah, was that the same with you?
Yes, I,
Yeah,
I I grew up basically in a musical family.
yeah.
You know, I remember when I was a small boy, I was walking around the house and it's all music because they will be practicing at home, rehearsing. My dad will be playing vibraphone, playing saxophone. My uncles, oh, by the way, I have several uncles. Um, one of them all passed away. Unfortunately, one of them is a percussionist, and he plays the drums as well.
Oh,
He's my uncle. His name is Ernie Katindig.
oh,
He just passed away last year. He's
oh,
in Houston. And then there's another uncle. He plays the trumpet and plays percussion. His name is Dadong Katindig, and he passed away in Hong Kong.
oh.
He was, doing music there as well. Yeah.
Sounds like your dad had a lot of siblings.
Yes, yes, a lot of them, yeah. And unfortunately, all of them, yeah, passed away already. All
Yeah.
the musicians. I still have some aunties also, are still alive. They're in different parts of the world.
Are they musical?
The My aunties, they just sing. They like music, but not really in the music,
Yeah,
scene, yeah.
yeah.
And I have brothers as well.
You have brothers.
Yes, my siblings. My eldest brother, his name is Henry Katindig. He plays piano and keyboards. He's back home in the Philippines, and as well my younger brother Eugene Katindig. He plays the drums.
Huh.
Yes, so they're back home in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of these days, maybe we will do a reunion when I visit the Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine if we grew up without music in the house?
I
Well,
know.
that would have been so boring.
It
Sorry,
will.
sorry
Yeah,
for those of you listening who didn't grow up like that.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's my coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Once I wake up, boom, I play music and start drinking my coffee,
Yeah. Yeah.
and listen and imagine stuff. What I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna play today, like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's so important. And really, I mean, when I started doing this show, and
Mm-hmm.
I've interviewed mostly jazz musicians and then some other people, like even some non-musicians,
Yeah,
but um, yeah, it struck me so much that how many people were out on the planet doing music and not just like practicing in the corner of your room, but actually, out there performing and doing, having a career. And
that's
I
right.
I felt like that we actually balance the planet out.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And now I've taken on a little bit of a new perspective. It's not exactly new, and I'm sure you can relate to this, but that part of the reason why we're here and doing it is that there's a there's an energy that
Hmm.
we put out,
Yeah.
and for an audience, there. Let's say Mary is sitting here and she's listening to me sing, and then she's listening to you on a whole different day, and it's like the energy that we create, we're getting in touch with like a very deep part of ourselves
That's
and
true.
presenting it, and then the audience, if they match that energy, they're actually gaining from our efforts. They're
That's
gaining in themselves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Basically, yeah. Basically, for me, it's like sharing, sharing the gift from the Lord,
yeah,
and touching their lives, their hearts from my music. Yeah, yeah.
it's a big job.
It's quite a big job, and yeah, it's not easy as well. Yeah.
Did you ever find yourself over the years, the early years probably, uh, kind of trying to figure out how to arrive in that beautiful space, that is basically religious,
Yes, yes.
because you're connected to God. Did you ever struggle with that as a kid, or?
Uh, you know what? Uh, Not really, because my I grew up in a pretty much like Catholic, Christian family, and we always, do Sunday mass, and sometimes I will play on the services, and like right now I'm doing Sunday church regularly, and I got I got lucky because my pastor, he plays the piano and he likes jazz.
Wow.
So so he will just let me play the hymns, the Christian hymns in a jazzy way. So in a jazzy arrangement, he will just give me the guide or the chart. Tateng, just feel free to play whatever you feel. But I like jazz. So I got lucky. Oh, sure, Pastor. I enjoyed it. So every Sunday we're jamming at the church. We have this church in Montrose, California,
Yeah.
called the Light on the Corner. It's a Lutheran church.
Huh?
So we will be playing Christian hymns and in a different arrangement. Yeah.
That's
So yeah,
great.
I'm loving it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I love
And
that.
we'll put some standard music in the middle of the service, and people are enjoying it. Yeah.
Just gotta sneak it in a little,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
right? And then
while while thanking the Lord, through
yeah, yeah,
the gift that He gave
yeah,
me. Yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
really nice. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, is and so these days, are you doing some gigs like that, um,
Uh,
that gig that we just saw?
oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, lately I've been doing a lot of different stuff, Kathy. I wish I can do more of the jazz music, but I still do some jazz music on the side, but I'm doing a lot of pop stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, playing Filipino shows and backing up Filipino artists and doing some smooth jazz, smooth jazz music like last Saturday we just did this smooth jazz festival headed by Michael Paulo
Oh, yeah.
in Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, with his super group. It's called BPM. It's Paul Brown, Michael Paulo, and Brian Bromberg,
Oh,
bass player.
yeah.
Yeah, and we have our own group. We play there with guys like Will Donato, Blake Aaron, singer Rebecca Jade, and bass player Daryl Williams, and Frank Fuller on drums, and me on keyboards. Yeah, so yeah, it was fun. A little driving there, but it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. It is, yeah, from you. I don't even know how far that is from you. For me, it's 2 hours at least.
It's more. Yeah, it's more.
Yeah.
Actually, with the traffic coming from your place, should be 3 hours because
Yeah.
from my place it's 2.5 hours already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an extra hour for you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, and I'm doing like a regular thing there every Tuesday. This one is more further.
In
More,
Palm Springs?
this one is in Palm Desert.
Oh, jeez.
So it's like another 30 miles from Palm Springs. It's close to Indio. I've been doing that gig
Oh,
uh, almost 10 years now. It's a regular gig on a Tuesday night,
oh
Cathy.
my God.
That's why I love playing with those guys, and the club is pretty cool. The crowd is awesome. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
like just a real jazz gig?
It's a mix music. Like our band leader, his name is Slim Manicotti, plays bass and he sings. Amazing singer, amazing musician,
Huh.
amazing songs that he writes.
Oh,
I call him like the male version of Sade. That's his type of
Cool.
music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. That's really interesting. 10 years for that gig.
Yes, almost 10 years. I used to play there twice a week, Tuesday and Wednesday, and I stay there. But now they cut down the nights, so it's only, once a week, and it's a Tuesday night, Cathy. Usually
Yeah.
the shows comes in on the weekends, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
what to do on Tuesday, might as well do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow. That's really great.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I'm sorry, did you tell me who was in the band at that Temecula gig?
Okay. The first group was us, the smooth jazz.
No, no, I mean in this video that I saw first at Temecula.
Oh, the one with the Sharon, with
Yes, Sherry.
Sherry Williams. That was, I think it's Richard Simon playing the bass,
Oh, you said that.
Richard Simon, and Abe Lagrimas
Oh,
playing the
sorry,
drums.
my
Yeah,
brain. Okay.
yeah. The Wonder Boy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Mon has said we're proud of you and what you've been sharing with the world.
Oh, likewise, Mon. Love you, Mon. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, yeah, as you know, we're doing this Tokyo, Manila, LA Jazz
Oh my God.
Festival.
You know what? You know what? Cathy, I saw the lineup. Amazing lineup.
Yeah,
I wish I can join that.
I know,
Oh,
me
I'm so
too.
sorry,
Yeah.
but you know what? My show supposedly on that day, it's not yet confirmed.
Oh,
So
wow.
I know. So I'm just, because that's the way it is on Filipino shows. Sometimes
Uh,
they will give you the dates, and you will cross out, your calendar, and then sometimes it push through. Sometimes they move it to another date. So
yeah.
sometimes you lose gigs,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
shows like amazing shows like yours, the one you're doing.
Yeah, sorry to not have you on there. That was
Yeah.
really fun, really nice. Yeah.
If that show then don't happen, and I'm here in LA, I will be there to support.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
for
fun.
sure.
We're trying to also do the day before during the day. We're trying to do a panel discussion and and a few workshops. So
Okay.
yeah, just to kind of make the whole weekend like an event, not just the concert itself, which
That's amazing. Yeah.
yeah, sounds good.
Sharing all the music and the knowledge,
Yeah,
and playing music and everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, Cathy.
Where is your gig going to be if it happens?
Okay, let me see.
June 1st.
June 1st. June 1st. That's my calendar is crazy. It's supposed to be out of town
Uh, somewhere.
somewhere. We don't, it's
Oh
just
my
cross
God.
out the dates, and
Wow.
yeah. When these artists, when they come here from the
Yeah.
Philippines, they they do tours.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to the East Coast, do shows, several shows there, and here on the West Coast, and they will just say, "Oh, we'll be in the East Coast." I think this is gonna be in the East Coast. If it happens, yeah. But yeah, I'm still thankful and grateful for all the blessings. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should listen to something else.
Oh, sure,
What do you say?
sure.
Okay. That That was in Temecula, which actually I'm going to be singing at in June.
Oh, Sherry Williams.
Sherry Williams, yeah.
Yeah, nice, nice.
What is this? Tateng Katindig music? Is this
Oh,
an interview or?
yes, it's a TV show actually. That was 14 years ago.
Tateng Katindig is going to be
14 years ago?
Yes.
Look at you, you're very young.
playing for us in just a little while. But for those of you who want to catch more of him, you are going
Yeah,
to
it
play
said
on September
14 years
11th,
ago.
at the Ford Amphitheater, along with the
The Ford Amphitheater.
Yes.
Michael Powell, who played
Oh,
for us
that was
last
the
week.
jazz
Ayan.
festival.
At
Mon was there as
last
well.
Michael
Oh, yeah,
Powell
I see
is
him.
also an
Yes.
international jazz.
This is just to show you, Tateng is extremely versatile. You really are.
Thank you, Cathy.
Ah, Gingy. That's right. You really like Latin grooves too, right?
I love, yeah, I grew up, playing and listening to my dad. Yeah, he loves Latin, and I learn a lot from him.
Yeah.
And he used to play percussion, Cathy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty.
It's 2010.
While back.
Yes. I am like Janelle saw. Come on. Yeah.
That was great. Well, as you can see, those here, he's really a versatile musician, and that's a big part of, I'm sure, what makes you very appealing to hire, right? You have
Yes,
a lot,
yes.
right? As a matter of fact, that Filipino event that I saw that Alvin put together, a few
Oh,
months ago,
the one just the one with,
Sandra.
yes, New Year's New Year's Day, I think. Yeah, I just came back from Europe the time
I don't
with
think
my
it was New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
I
New
don't
Year's
think
Day,
so.
yeah, yeah, New Year's Day, yeah.
Oh,
In New
which
Year.
New Year?
Yes,
Like January 1st?
January 1st, New Year's Day. That's right.
Oh, I thought it was something else. But anyway, Sandra was here.
Yes,
And yeah, I can't
I have
remember.
my
Anyway,
calendar here. Let me
might have
let
been
me
around
double.
Christmas time or anyway.
It's January the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one at Kusina, Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't was it her who said that she had done like dance gigs with you or
Marie Carr. Marie Carr. I've been doing some gigs with her as well. Yeah. And we're doing dance music. Yeah. Okay. Take a break. Are you okay?
yeah. So, pretty damn versatile you are.
Well, one thing I remember my dad was telling me before he went back to the Philippines, because I was so uncertain what's gonna happen to me, right?
Yeah.
He just he just advised me, well, son, just don't be choosy, and you will never go hungry. So just be versatile,
That's
and
good advice.
so,
Yeah.
and then I just realized that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's good
that's
advice.
I remember Mon. Yeah, if Mon is still there, he calls me TNT. TNT. It means tanggap ng tanggap. In English, it means like accept whatever it is. So yeah, that's what's going on with me right now. So I've been doing different stuff. Like whoever calls, if I can do it and I'm available, I'll do it. So and right now I've been busy with school, and I get to meet this musical director from one of the middle school here in Anaheim district. We get to play last December before I left, and he got my number. So he said, Tateng, I want you to play on all my shows. And so before the end of the year, last year, he gave me all these dates, and it worked perfectly on my schedules, and of course, I cannot accept any more gigs on those dates, because
Yeah.
I'll be working with him and with some students.
Wow.
So yeah, it's fun in a way, and
Yeah.
and also it's like giving back for me,
Yeah.
for what he's giving me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I really like that attitude. I mean, that's pretty much how I live too.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
whatever is going to come out. I mean, I try not to do things that I know are just going to be an energy drain and not fun or I want to be able to contribute and I want it to happen well, but
That's right.
I I'm like a person who's like one of those people, what do they call in acting when they give you a line and it's something unexpected? The idea is yes, and
That's
so it
right.
moves forward, right?
That's right. That's right. Well, of course, in the many years I've been here, I've done, a lot of gigs, shows, and there are some, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like you'll tell yourself, what am I doing here? But you accepted the gig, and I'm still thankful. But you learn from those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next time, okay, okay, yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mila Nicole is here too. One of the best, she says. Mila Nicole.
Mila Nicole. Oh,
Yeah,
thank you, Mila.
that's not Mon's daughter, right? Who is that? Oh no, that's oh, hi. She's the Russian singer.
Oh,
Do you know
wow.
her? She's I'll show you. Maybe you'll recognize her, but she's lovely and she actually sat in with me the other day.
Oh,
That's one picture of her, a beautiful young picture, and that's kind of her now, I guess.
hi, Mila.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Hi.
know what? You know what, Cathy? I'm bad at names. but if I see their faces, I will recognize them. I will remember them.
I know exactly what you
But
mean.
if I see their faces, I will.
Yeah.
Sometimes, people will get up to you and, hey, Tateng, how are you? It's been a while, and I was I can't remember the name.
Been
Oh
such
God.
a while that I can't remember you.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, I do that. I think everybody does that,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't feel that bad, but I do tend to there's certain people for some reason I cannot remember the wife's name and I've known them for years and I usually try and write down the name, their name next to their husband's name or whatever so that, I can look.
Yes, yes. That's what I do also. And I ask my wife, do you remember her? Do you remember him? And then sometimes, you got this, this memory bank. It's, you lose it. Like,
Let's face it, we have met a lot of people.
yes,
We
that's the
have.
thing.
Yeah.
You meet a lot of people along the way, and you just say hi,
Yeah.
and then you talk to another person and say hi, and what's her name? What's his?
Yeah. And even the people we've worked with, I mean, there's thousands of people that we have known over the years. So, I mean, that's a lot to remember
That's true.
exact situations and stuff. So,
Especially frontliners like you guys. Yeah, you talk to a lot of people
yeah.
every show, every gig.
Sometimes I embarrass myself by saying to someone, "We should have you on the show," and they say, "You have." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Right, right. That happens to me as well. Hey, remember me? We played together. Oh my God, I can't remember. Oh my God.
Oh well. It's all in the fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they understand. It's been a while.
Yeah. So Roland, my friend Roland is bringing up an interesting point. And Roland, I saw you last night. That was a good crowd too. We went to I don't think you've been to the G spot, right?
I I think I've been there, but
You
I
have?
haven't played there. Yeah.
Okay. So
Hmm.
last night was the beginning of a piano series, which I don't know, he might do three pianists a year or something. Anyway, it was Josh Nelson,
Yes.
solo piano.
Nice.
And Alan, the owner, has just had his Beckenstein restrung.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, totally everything new except the soundboard. The soundboard remained. And so it's kind of like an unveiling.
Like refurbished. Like.
Yeah, it was great. And actually, it was packed. I mean, I was
Is
not
it a
surprised.
is it a big big place?
Well, the room holds 60 people.
Oh, just perfect. Yeah, just nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And, it's very casual. It's his home. And so there were a number of, great piano players there. And then uh, s- a few of the other people I recognized, and some I actually did not recognize. So
Yeah.
that was interesting for me because I've been there a lot, to see
Yeah.
people.
And they recognize you.
Yeah, well, some of them did. Some of them didn't. I'm not known to everybody.
Well, for musician, they know
But Roland is saying the crowd, I'll never understand what creates the draw to a particular musical event. I was comparing the crowd size on two different musical events back to back, 4-3 and 4-4 at Catalina's. 4-3, Sharon Marie Klein had an amazing, electrifying night, and the crowd size was about a third full. And on 4-4, there was a young Armenian singer, semi-jazz, but mostly R&B, nice voice, but clearly not professional. And the
Oh,
place was packed. I couldn't understand the difference in the draw. The professionalism and experience was so far apart, yet the crowd draw just did not make sense. But, first of all, let me just say
yes, yes.
marketing Big question mark.
That's true. That's true.
And also, we don't know. I mean, we don't know. I always say that about my own performances. I would have to like be on my deathbed for people to actually fill fill
That's
my
true.
gig up, you know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so what, you know, what is it? It's I mean, part of it is marketing, your email, your social media.
That's
Maybe
right.
that young kid
Yeah.
had, you know, maybe there was a lot of friends and family there, and maybe since he wasn't a professional, you know, maybe it
Yes,
was like the
yes.
opening event for him, you know. So, but yeah, you just don't know. You
Well,
just do your best putting it out, you know.
yeah, my take on that is some music, I mean, some people follow this type of music and some people follow this other types of music.
Yeah,
Like like when I do pub gigs, I notice there's more people.
yeah,
That's reality for me. Like I'm not saying, you know, jazz, but I mean if I do pop pop gigs, we don't really have to promote that much. But playing jazz music, I have to try it harder
yeah,
to invite people. And the thing is, some people are, well, you know, some of my friends are not into that type of music. But since they're my friends, they will still come and support me.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I experienced, Cathy.
Yes, me
Yeah,
too. Me too.
yeah,
It's just it is what it is, and it, you know, it doesn't stop us from performing. But
that's true.
you
Yeah,
know, it would be lovely to, you know, have the kind of notoriety or power to, you know, attract a really good crowd
yeah,
because each gig is different. You're, you know,
that's true.
you want to
And
give
some of them, what
things.
happened is, so they always come to my pop gigs, but then when they come to my jazz gig, they will realize, oh, Tateng, that's wonderful. So let us know next time. We'll come to your jazz gig. So some of them just needed to be educated or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like, so yeah,
Do you have a mailing list or do you just use Facebook or
I
what do you
just use
prefer?
my social media. But
Yeah,
sometimes if I need to invite more, I use my mailing list. Yeah.
yeah,
And not that much. And what do you call this? Most of my gigs are usually I'm a sideman.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, you know, I just work in the background.
yeah,
So the work is usually done by the artists themselves. So I just well, I help them promote. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have do you have other than your family? Do you
Yes.
have do you have jazz artists who you've always loved like over the years like um you know, Bill Evans or somebody like that?
Heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Of course, Bill Evans is on the top of the list,
yeah,
and of course, Master Oscar Peterson, Gene Harris, uh, and in the newer school, but it's also in the middle of new and old school. I love Herbie Hancock, Chick
yeah.
Corea, Keith Jarrett, a lot of them. Uh, and I get ideas from all of them and apply it on whatever gigs I'm doing. Yeah.
What was the record that Herbie did that he was the only soloist? Do you know that record? It was a famous record. Somebody pointed out to me that he was the only soloist on the record. It was one of his famous records.
Is this a while back or?
Yes, a while back.
Ah,
You're not aware of
well,
that one.
yeah, but I know he did some solo concert and he even did a duo concert.
with Chick.
two pianos, the
I,
evening with Chick Corea.
I remember that.
Yeah, but all of the heroes I mentioned, Herbie Hancock is the one who introduced me to the synthesizer world, the new era of jazz music in a different dimension. So that's why I love Herbie, and he is always uh, in in uh, in time, like what is new in this decade, in this year. He will always do that and try it, and he will always be playing Herbie.
Yeah,
That's what I love with him, you know. Yeah,
yeah.
I
You
just
know,
saw his Headhunters album reunion
yeah.
at the Hollywood Bowl recently, and
Oh, yeah.
I was crying.
Oh,
Believe me, yeah. And that was I wasn't playing that time when he released that album. I mean,
yeah,
I wasn't playing professionally.
yeah,
I was listening to him already.
yeah,
And then I saw him on that concert at the Hollywood Bowl. He's still doing it, and he's he's playing fresh notes and fresh ideas.
yeah,
So I'm just in awe, and oh my God, how
yeah.
does he do that? And he's already 80 plus, 80 plus,
Beautiful. And he
and
did
he's still fresh with his ideas.
he's amazing. And he did a little acting in the last few years too.
Really?
Yeah, he was it was a science fiction movie and
Oh,
he was one of the commanders.
really?
Yeah.
What? Can you please tell me the title of that movie?
Let me see. Let me write it down. Herbie
Oh, I need to check that
Hancock
out.
acting. Let's see.
Herbie in a movie.
Well, first of all, I guess he was in Round Midnight, which that
Yes, yes.
I forgot that. But there was some other movie like
He
more
was on this movie, uh, Indecent Proposal.
yes, that's
Yes,
there.
he was
There's
playing at that, yacht or something.
yes, so there's this movie called Valerian, which was done in 2017, and that was the movie that I was talking about where he was this commander.
Valerian,
Valerian, yeah.
VAL.
Lerian.
Okay.
Yeah, he had quite the speaking part.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And not music,
No.
just acting.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, like Chick was, very real, and um for me personally, people like that in jazz were my heroes, basically. When I was young, my dad was a sax player, but the
Yeah, yeah.
first band that I went to see was the Modern Jazz Quartet.
Oh
My,
wow!
my sister took me, and it was in a small club in Boston, and we sat right up front, and I was totally sold because not only was the quality of music so high, they were dressed well, and they obviously had this respect for each other,
Yes,
and the relationship with the audience was one of real openness and sharing and warmness, and that really set my life up. It's very
those are the
significant.
masters. Yeah. Wow! Lucky you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so everybody who ever exhibited that for me, over the years, I was just sold on, and especially singers like that. I'm not into some of the new singers who are they're obviously kind of thinking about themselves, how they sound and what they're accomplishing in the song, and I'm just that's doesn't turn me on. It's the
I
communication.
understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah.
But I
Hmm.
was going to say Carmen McRae
Oh,
also was like Herbie. She was very present in the moment. She wasn't holding on to an old image of herself.
Yes, yes.
You know, the you know, Ella and Sarah were kind of holding on to these
Yeah,
old
yeah, yeah.
images of
The
themselves
old
as they
school.
aged. But Carmen was always contemporary, in the moment, you know, and yeah, she always was singing from this real point of view. As a matter of fact, I often, in workshops that I give, will use her as an example because, you know, you as a teacher, you want to break the student's habit of interrupting sentences. You know, there's somebody that I'm longing to, you know, that kind of thing. Or in that song, particularly, although he may not be the man, some girls think, because the music is written like that and they just don't get it. You know, so Carmen, but Carmen can interrupt anywhere and you're still
Wow.
like, you're
Yes, yes.
still with her
Yeah.
because of where she's coming from. She's coming from a total commitment to this communication. So it doesn't matter with her, but you know, there's a lot of singers that can't get away with that or don't get away with that. Let's say that. They don't, you know. It's like if they interrupt, it sounds, you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It doesn't,
yeah,
oh, it doesn't hit you. That, like, I guess it's the same in playing music.
yeah,
The same way, like, as like how you deliver it.
yeah,
It's not it's not playing a lot of notes, playing fewer notes, but it was so effective, playing all those notes in every phrases that you do,
yeah,
that makes it work and makes your listeners enjoy the songs more. Like, like, the simpler the better sometimes.
yeah.
For me, yeah.
I heard two guys this weekend. One was Mitch Foreman. Are you
Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah.
So he was playing with my friend Julie Kelly and with a trio. And I mean, I've heard Mitch play all kinds of music, but
Yes,
this was very jazz, you know, small group oriented, you know, with the singer. And although Julie is, you know, she's a real jazz singer, and his playing was absolutely astounding. It was so gorgeous. I mean, it
it's
was
amazing.
beautiful. And then last night when I heard Josh Nelson, there were two songs that he played, very simple songs. One was by an African pianist, Abdul something, who
Hmm.
was very famous and
Okay.
one of his heroes. And the song was really simple and beautiful. And then at the end of the set, he he actually sang a song that he had co-written with this great singer Kathleen Grace called "How You Loved Me on Mars." It's a very
Oh,
simple song, very melodically and harmonically simple, but
nice.
beautiful. It sits in this kind of tonality that's gorgeous, and the words are, you know, it's basically I was on Mars and you were there too, and we had a life and it was really beautiful, but then you went
Nice.
away, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he's not exactly a real singer, but he can sing, and he sang very simply, and I just I was totally moved. It was
I guess that's why Josh is good with singers,
yeah,
because he understands singers,
yeah, he
and
does.
and he can sing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but me, I tried singing. It's not my thing, but I try accompanying singer as much as I can. I've worked with a lot of singers already, way back.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about accompanying singers. I always say that especially a duo is really it's an art form,
Yes, it's
you
a
know.
different art form, and a totally different
Yeah.
while playing with a trio or in a bigger ensemble.
Yeah.
Well, you when playing with a duo like me and a singer, I guess for me I have to play more. Like, not really more in notes, but
Yeah.
you have to put the rhythm and the the bass and the harmonies and the lines all together in one instrument.
Yeah.
So that's my concept in accompanying a singer alone. While
Yeah.
playing with a trio, it lessens your playing. Like you'll just do harmonies and put some pumping there and let the bass works also and the drums. So yeah, I guess that's my take on accompanying a singer with just me and the
Yeah.
singer. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel forced, or does it depend on the singer? Do you feel forced to do a bass line?
That's a good question. Sometimes it depends on what music you're playing. Like when you're playing a faster song, like an up tempo song, like a swing song. I guess you have to do a little bit to make it walk, like you know what I mean, to get that sense of swinging and
Yeah.
yeah, and put harmonies, and then I guess it makes you work more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and it's really interesting, especially rubato, for instance. Rubato is where the relationship really shows up. It's like, are you going to lead me or am I going to lead you?
yes.
Usually a combination. For
Oh
me,
yes,
you know,
yes.
it's a
I want to hear
combination.
that from a singer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
doing rubato, those uh, um, vocals and piano. Well, where the space, the time is not really there. Like it's just telling stories.
yeah. I
Yeah.
love duos. I've actually recorded several duo records. Actually, one record I recorded. You're gonna laugh at this. 10 different piano players doing
Really?
duets. Yeah.
Wow. It,
Because I've worked with so many people and I really love, I love a lot of people's playing and it is different relationships.
that's true.
So I think it's fascinating, duos.
It's a different flavors, like different styles. Like I guess if I work with you, it will be a different style. And if you use another piano player, it
Yeah.
depends on how they feel the songs.
Yes.
Yeah, and how you sing with us also.
Right.
Right? Like
There's
like when I
one.
work with Mon,
Yeah.
uh, and we have that connection every time. We do some rubatos and all those con la voce, we call it. Yeah. Mhm. Right, Mon? And even Alvin, if Alvin is still there.
I have one piano player here, Gary Fukushima. Do you know him?
Yes, yes.
So he and I have a very interesting musical relationship because um, he knows that uh, where I'm at, and my trust with him is such that he doesn't play on one a lot. He plays quite free, as far
Wow.
as rhythms and
Yeah, yeah.
harmonies and stuff.
That's
So,
amazing. Yeah.
and it's a unique relationship that I have with him, because yeah, I mean, it's a unique one with everybody, but that's really fun. It's very adventurous, and I like those kind of weird harmonies.
I remember we get to work a few times, and yeah, it's not easy to, I mean, not easy per se. It's hard to work with you, Cathy, but it's different, Cathy.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you sing, you really have to, like pay attention and
yeah,
listen,
yeah,
which is the most important thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I
have.
love your singing, Cathy.
Oh, thank you, Tateng.
Yeah.
Um, I have this steady breakfast lunch gig on Saturdays in Santa Monica.
Okay.
And because of the room, I decided I wanted guitar and percussion because I wanted, I wanted it to be lively, and I could only have two players. And
Yeah.
so it's Dory Amarillo on
Yes. Yes.
guitar. And
Love Doris. Yeah.
yeah, and I've been using Joey De Leon mostly on percussion.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really great and fun.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, Dory loves it because he can, he can do anything he wants.
That's
'Cause
right.
I know what's happening,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
and that makes a big difference.
That's true.
So yeah, sometimes I've even thought, it'd be really fun to produce a show with people like me and Mon, like older experienced singers who they have something to offer because they've been doing it for years, and just to see the art form, how it actually works. But talk about a crowd. I don't know I don't know the crowd that would come, I don't know if I could get enough people in there.
Okay. Okay. Is this a regular thing?
My Saturday morning, yeah, 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And where is it? Where's the club?
It's called Jinkies. It's just like a breakfast and lunch place, and it's on 2nd and Broadway in Santa Monica.
Jinkies. Okay.
Yeah.
Jinky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice because, it's really in a nice location, easy parking, and the food's good. And then you have the rest of the day to, hang out at the beach. It's
And
nice.
you hit it early or like
9:30 a.m.
9 till
9:30 till 1.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring my wife there one of these Saturdays.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to listen to you and Dory and Joey. I love Dory's works. I love his. Yeah, he's a great accompanist. Actually,
He's a quality musician.
he's very experienced. I can tell
Yeah.
by the way he accompanies singers.
He's a, he's a really good arranger, and his engineering, of course, comes with his arranging skill.
Yeah.
So he's very experienced in that. He knows who sounds good in the studio, which is,
Also, yeah, actually, he's inviting me to his studio.
yeah,
Told me he has a really nice grand piano setup.
very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. He got a new piano last year. It's really nice, and the studio's nice, but he's a really good arranger too. I've brought a few people over for producing,
Yeah.
and so he's we've co-produced people, and yeah, he's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
So there's a few people mentioning things. So Roland says, this is Roland Ascaruns, by the way.
Okay.
He says, Tateng, you're one of those sidemen that dazzles the crowd, like the minor actor who steals the scene. When you play, you always steal the scene. It's a delightful pleasure to be present when you're playing.
Oh, thank you, Roland. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah.
And Alvin said, I met Tateng here in the U.S. Oh, but my first Tateng experience was at the Mickey Mouse Club. He was ref playing a couple of Diodato tunes.
Wow.
The Mickey Mouse Club, huh?
Mickey Mouse Club. I
Like
think
at
that's.
Disneyland or something?
I think actually there's a club in the Philippines. It's called Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Yes, I'm not sure what I call Alvin director.
Yes, he's a good director.
Yes. Where is that? Direct Alvin. I'm not really sure. But playing Deodato, I used to play a lot of Deodato songs. Yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Alvin. So he sent me, well, we can watch this. He sent me, he said, here's one of the best collaborations I've witnessed between Tateng and Mon, and the bonus of Skipper Franklin.
Oh wow.
Okay, here it is.
Oh,
This
this is
looks
the
like
Merc.
it's Temecula, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
The Merc, right? The Merc.
Yeah. There he goes, stealing one of my songs again.
Everybody's favorite.
Sound of May. It's still May. Oh, silver bells, choral
Cheaper.
shells, carousel, and the laughter of children at play.
There's Mon.
Yep.
Say, Emily, Emily, Emily. And we fade to a marvelous you, two lovers alone and out of sight, seeing images in the firelight. As my eyes visualize a family, they see dreamily.
Wow. The skipper sounds great too here. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my God. I miss Skipper.
Wow. Beautiful. Gorgeous.
I can't remember what year was this.
And we fade
It was a little while ago.
I know, I
to
know.
a marvelous you, two lovers alone
Mon.
and out of sight, seeing images.
Yeah.
In the firelight, as my eyes visualize a family, they see dreamily. Emily, Emily, too.
Oh yeah. God, that's gorgeous. Wow. That
Emily.
was-
Yeah. Wow.
let's see. 13 years ago.
My God. I miss playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The skipper, last time I saw a skipper was I produced a record for Pierre Chambers, who's
Okay.
a really good really good jazz singer. He's the son of Paul Chambers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I wanted a real authentic kind of trio for that, right? So we had Karen Hammock and the skipper
Oh, Karen,
and
yeah.
Clayton Cameron.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was really nice.
Must be. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, Mon. Oh, absolutely. Mon should be famous, Roland. Absolutely. Hi, Joyce. Um, yeah, yeah, a lot of people should be famous, but as one of the guys I interviewed, he said, you know, above this line, there's all the people that we all know, right? The famous people, and everybody else is below. So
Or hanging on this this
yeah.
line here. That's true. That's true.
But we're
Well,
still all making a living, though, so
that's right. That's right. And
my
and I guess it's a choice. It's a choice, and like if you really want to do your own thing, it's your choice.
yeah,
And if you chose to, to earn a living, it's your choice as well.
yes,
And it's hard to do both at the same time
yes,
because you're supporting,
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's very personal, and what works for one person may not work for the other, and
also.
who knows why. I remember when I was younger, and I had a very good friend. Did you know Stephanie Haynes?
I've heard of the name. Yeah, yeah.
She was one of the best jazz singers that I ever heard. She was a very dear friend of mine. Actually, that's her.
Oh, wow.
She and I, we were friends for many years. But she, at one time, she and I were kind of, doing the same things, basically, same
Yeah, yeah.
musical things. But she was getting so much more attention. She had records offered to her, and I just took a look at that really quickly because I learned fast. I looked at that and I thought, first, of course, I was jealous, and then I immediately thought, well, it's obviously our own paths.
That's
She
true.
is getting what she is supposed to be getting,
Yes,
and
yes.
I'm getting what if I don't have that right now, it's just because I'm not on that road there, or
That's
it's
right.
not, maybe later or maybe not,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that was a really early lesson for me. It was just like, yeah, it's just there's no reason to be competitive or jealous. Healthy competition is okay,
Yes, yes, yes.
but
Yes.
nothing else, right?
Yeah, it's the same with me. Like if you see your contemporaries, like, oh, I guess he chose to be on that path.
Yeah,
And I went on this other path.
yeah,
So I'm happy for both of us. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I'm just, we're while you're saying the competition is still there. Of course, it's always be there.
yeah.
It's a friendly competition.
Yes,
You know.
yes, it is. Speaking of this subject, do you have a bucket list? Do you have
Oh,
like something that you would really like to do? You know,
I'm still a dreamer. I I still dream of a lot of things and a lot of venues to play at and a lot of artists to play with, to work with. Yes, yes, Cathy, I it's still here, and
yeah,
here
yeah,
and still praying that I hope it happens. And there are chances that I don't know what happened, and it didn't happen for a reason.
yeah,
Always, like
yeah.
I was working back then. I was working with singer Bill Henderson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I miss Bill, and
Me
and
too.
we were doing okay. We were touring and doing gigs everywhere, and
Wow.
unfortunately, he got sick, right? And
Yeah.
there's this chance that the jazz cruise, I can't remember, but it's still going on right now.
Yeah.
It's for all this, contemporary and, like
Yeah.
straight ahead music, jazz
Yeah.
cruise. And he was invited to play. to work to sing,
Yeah.
and I was on the bill,
Yeah.
and then the doctor says he cannot travel anymore.
Oh.
So that was I was looking forward to that, and it didn't happen. And until now, it's going on the Jazz Fest, and yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like sometimes, things happens that I guess it's not
Yeah.
meant, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I had some great experiences with Bill Henderson.
Oh, I
Until
loved him. He was a friend of mine. He was when I first came to LA, I was a waitress at Dante's for about a year and a half. And that was a time period that he was working a lot and, working at Dante's, and
yeah,
he and I were good friends. I loved him. He was such a
I
cool
I
guy.
I don't believe that I get a chance to. I'm not sure if I'm here already when Dante's closed, right? Is that
Yeah, let's see. Let's see. I stopped working there in probably 78-ish, and then it lasted a few more years.
and then closed?
Yeah, probably closed around 80, 1980 or 1981, something like that.
Yeah. Well, my my experience in the industry here, especially,
Yeah.
was at the Charlie O's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's where I
I
started.
remember that.
That's where I
Yes.
started, and I get to meet all you guys,
Yes. That was a good club.
all the musicians, all the
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God!
Yeah, that was a good club.
I started there with the great Earl Palmer,
Yeah.
and oh my God, see the Ernie Daniels.
I was just going to say Ernie Daniels.
Ernie
I
Daniels.
think they work together a lot. Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do a lot of recording studio.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Earl Palmer, man, he was one of the uh, drummers on everything in the
every
what
every
80s or something, or
every
70s,
every
80s. Yeah,
single every hits he was playing the drums, and I
yeah,
and I and I believe he's the most recorded black drummer.
maybe.
I have his
Yeah.
book and his
Oh,
yeah biography is
yeah,
telling, he's like the house drummer for
yeah,
Capitol Records, and like Paramount Records and all
yeah.
those stuff. Yeah.
Who was there? There was a white group that was. I mean, I don't know if it was all particularly white, but it was the famous group. Tommy Tedesco was in it.
Yes.
Uh, the Wrecking Crew.
Wrecking Crew. Yeah.
But he was not in the Wrecking Crew per se, but he was in another kind of Wrecking Crew. They played on everything. Yeah.
Yes. And I can't believe, I grew up listening to all this. It was the pop music back then, and
Yeah.
he was playing drums on those songs, like really, like a simple, like La Bamba. He was playing drums on those songs, like, oh my God. And and he was playing with Carol Kay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I only see Carol Kay on social media, like on Facebook. I will say hi once in a while, and she will post some stuff, and she always includes Earl Palmer on her post. Like, oh my God.
Right. Yeah, because she was around for a while. Yeah, I remember that. Speaking of Dante's, when I was working there, Hampton Hawes was playing there.
Oh
And
wow.
this was one of my missed opportunities. He was about to create a group with me and a guy singer,
Oh wow. Woo.
and then he died.
Oh,
And I
see,
was like, oh,
and you're very much looking forward to it, and
yeah,
but at least you get a chance to meet him, and
Yeah.
that's still
Yeah.
thankful.
There
Yeah.
was a lot of really great musicians there still at the time when I was working there. There was a point where uh, his the owner, Carrie, his son took over like the business part, that it was the business end was really rough with Carrie, I mean, sometimes the musicians would get $2 or, I mean, it was
Oh,
really rough. But they all wanted to play there and hang out, and
yeah,
the
yeah.
bartender gave them a lot of booze free, but then Carrie's son took over and the whole vibe changed. And then Carrie at some point had a heart attack in the club. It was going to be sold to a Japanese man, but when Carrie died in the club, the Japanese man backed out.
Oh, really?
It was bad juju.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my God. Yeah. Same as Charlie O's. That's how the door opens for me. When
yeah,
when I joined Earl Palmer, I get to meet, wow, all the heavyweights. Like one night, we were playing, and it was a jam session. We were
yeah,
hosting a jam session.
right.
So all the musicians, all the LA musicians, top guys are all there, and I
Yeah.
didn't know them. So I was just young kid playing, and one time we were on a break, and I was walking around saying hi to all my Filipino friends,
Yeah.
and it's a little dark, and I didn't notice Earl was sitting on one table, and I passed him, and I went to another table, and then he called me, Tateng, come here. Uh, uh, you don't know this guy. So it was this saxophone player with oh my God,
Like Ernie Watts or
no, older. Uh,
oh, like
oh my God, and he mentioned the name. I kneel down. I'm so sorry, mom, because he was sick already that time, and
oh,
he lost a lot of weight. Teddy Edwards.
oh yeah. Yep.
So I kneel down. I'm sorry, Master. I didn't mean to offend you, but I'm sorry. I'm very honored to meet you, and wow, and I'm so nervous now. I told him, "Oh, don't be nervous. You sound great, son." And after that, we played again, and Earl invited him to play, and it was the most beautiful. What's the title of this song? Uh, oh my God.
That's all.
That's all. He called Teddy on the last song. He invited him to play, and man, he still plays great. And I was, oh my God, I was in heaven. Like, oh my God, I was playing. Oh my God, I'm playing with the master here. And a lot of Filipino friends were there, and I just told them, "Oh my God, who's that guy playing?" They don't know. They didn't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Teddy Edwards, and oh my God, they said it was the most beautiful version of that song. Yeah, one of those
Those
experiences.
moments are gorgeous. Yeah.
Yes, and I get to meet all of them there. Like
Yeah.
you will notice, Otmaro was there in the bar,
Really?
and yes,
Wow.
and I will come up to him, "Hey, tomorrow," and we will sub on the gigs, on the weekends with
Wow. How
John Hurd.
cool.
Oh my God, that was the oh my God, yeah.
One time I'll never forget it. There used to be gigs in the Japanese area around Torrance down there. And, sometimes they were just, the Japanese bars with the mama-san and, entertaining guys. But one time I was singing with the Heath brothers,
Oh,
and I'll never forget that because it was a level of music that I had never I experienced or experienced never
of
ever.
course. Yeah,
Yeah,
I get to play with one of the drummer is Tutti.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah.
Isn't our luck? We are lucky, right? Like,
We're so lucky. Yeah,
oh my God.
yeah. We have the best experience in the world. Yeah.
And I get to play with you, Cathy.
We have to
I
play
I
again.
always cherish that. You, Mon, and all the,
Yeah.
always in my heart.
I think Alvin is asking if you've ever met Lou Rawls.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. Lou Rawls, he's big in the Philippines,
Ah,
actually in the world. Uh, so one night we were doing the jam session and Earl called him. And is that Lou Rawls, the singer? Of course, he's the singer. And then he came up, it's Lou Rawls because it's always packed. It's
yeah.
all packed, always packed.
Right.
The
Oh,
Tuesday night. It's
yeah.
a Tuesday night jam session. It's always packed. And there was this time even the fireman had to come and have to
Clear it out a little.
clear it up, yeah,
Yeah.
and give notice to Charlie Ottaviano.
Yeah.
Hey
Yeah.
man, stop doing this because it's a fire hazard
Yeah.
because people are it's packed.
Yeah.
And then I see Lou Rawls, and fortunately I know his songs because we used to play a lot of his songs in the Philippines. Thanks to experience.
Oh God.
And that, yeah, well, Freddie Hubbard, I get to meet and play with him there. The great Freddie
Yeah,
Hubbard.
sure,
And
sure.
and
Yeah, because he lived in the neighborhood actually too.
yes, and actually he was telling me, Tateng, I stopped playing already, because he sleeps like
Yes.
busted already. And then one
Yes.
night we were all drinking and just having fun. And Earl tried inviting him to come up and play. And yes, he took the challenge and he played. And I was so happy and wow, I was just in awe.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to come to my jam session too. I had a jam session that started in 2000, and although it seems like it started a long time before, but for the first 7 years, we were at the Sportsman's Lodge, and it was so great. I mean, everybody would come in. It was before social media. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
before there were a lot of jam sessions in town,
Right? Yeah, yeah.
so everybody would come in there, and Freddie Hubbard used to come in and sit at the bar, and it was like because it was happening. It was a great scene, and I ran it
Are
like
you guys hosting a jam session back then?
that was it, yeah. So I was the host, and like
Wow.
people would come in, and I'd just say, "Okay, why don't you go up right now? Join the band, and yeah, it was great.
Amazing.
We had such a good time, and yeah, a lot of people met each other there, and yeah, it was really fun. It was good.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
And Alvin says, not Mickey Mouse, maybe Birds of a Feather. And
Okay, that's in the Philippines.
Birds of a
there's
Feather.
there is this club. Now I remember. It's not Mickey Mouse. It's called Mighty Mouse Club.
Oh, okay.
It's in Makati Avenue.
Oh,
Yes, that's one of my very first gig. I was still in college that time,
oh
and I
wow.
and I was sneaking. My dad didn't know because he just wanted me to study and study. Don't play. I was sneaking already that time. Yeah, Mighty Mouse Club. That's it in Makati. And Birds of the Same Feathers is one of the. I'm not sure if it's one of the very first jazz club where all the jazz greats in the Philippines played. Yeah, I know for a fact that the Katindigs, all my dad, my cousin, my uncles, they all played in that club. It's like their home,
Yeah.
like their house. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like the uh, uh, Charlie O's
Yeah.
in back then.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah,
I love
well,
that.
I know, and I miss those days.
Yeah, I know, me too. Yeah, we had a lot. We had a really nice Chadney's was another great club,
Yeah,
and Alphonse's was a great club. Before that, what was that one called? It was run by a drummer, owned by a drummer, and it was on Van Nuys near Ventura Boulevard. I forget the name of it, but that was a really nice club.
okay.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Is there any jazz club still in the valley? Like I think every
Well,
almost
definitely not like that.
yeah, right. Like
Yeah, I
I
mean,
know baked potato is still there.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of, that's definitely like old school, right?
Yes, yes,
The
yes.
baked potato. I actually, after 50 years, I got a gig at the baked potato.
Or should it start to get
I'm
in?
gonna, yeah, June 9th, I'm gonna have a CD release party that I just was slow about doing a CD release party for my last record out. And yeah, after
Congratulations.
50 years, because I
Oh my,
used to go there when I worked at Dante's, I would go over to the baked potato afterwards.
oh wow.
So I would
So it's
always,
been there for, a long
yeah,
time
oh
ago.
yeah, long time.
Wow.
Roland, yeah, Ca del Sol, that was a place that, of course, I booked for 5 years in Studio City, but that wasn't the place. The place, it might have been an Italian name. The drummer was a jazz drummer. He owned it. His family owned it, and it was on Van Nuys Boulevard. Somebody will remember. Probably
Wow.
Paul Krybick would remember. He remembers
Oh my
everything.
God. All about.
Not Spazios, but Spazios was good
Yes, I
too.
remember Spacio.
Yeah, that was a great club for a
I
while.
know.
I even tried to make that happen again. I had my jam there for a while, but the owners just they weren't kind of that mindset, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they closed already. Spacio.
Spazios. Well, they sold it to somebody else, and it's still there. The restaurant, but it's I think right now it's a Mexican restaurant.
Mm.
It's very nice. It's the same room basically, you know.
I
Lovely.
love the food there as well. A
Yeah.
Spacio back then.
Yeah, it was great. I remember
Yeah.
that too. Oh, I remember the club name. It was Carmelo's.
Oh yes. But I'm not sure if I'm here already when.
I know. Maybe not.
But
Yeah.
I heard of that name. Yeah.
It was a very nice club. It was like a good sized room and the stage, you walked in and the stage was at the other end and so there was all that seating and
Nice.
Piscatello. I even remember the guy's name, Chuck Piscatello.
Okay.
He was the guy, he was the jazz drummer who owned it.
Okay. Practice.
Wow, I remembered. It's amazing.
And those venues like Vitello's.
Vitello's, that was really cool.
Yeah, and it's a weird. I'm not saying in a weird way, but I used to play there, with my jazz trio and playing there with other musicians. And the last time I played there, I was playing smooth jazz already with some smooth jazz
Yeah,
musician.
yeah,
And I was telling them, I used to play here and we're doing straight ahead music with the grand piano. Now they took out the grand piano and the music they all featured was on that other side, like blues, R&B, like smooth jazz. That was the last venue I played uh, with Richie Laws on this drummer, and
Yeah.
we played, the different, like smooth jazz music. Yeah, that was my last experience with Ricky Lawson,
Yeah.
the late great Ricky Lawson. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He was great. Yeah, there's a few places. There's a kind of an odd gig in a very expensive restaurant that you would never even know exists from the outside. It's
Yeah.
called Verse, and a lot of the more modern players now have these gigs there, but it's kind of weird. It's a very expensive, and they have. Last time I was there, they had a plastic around the drummer so that
Oh,
wouldn't be
it's like
too loud.
in the recording studio, they
Yeah,
put a wall on, like,
yeah, yeah. So, but anyway, people do have gigs there, and if you can spend the money, it's a nice
that's
place to
right.
go. So,
Yeah. All I can recall was when we moved to West Covina,
yeah,
and it all somehow changes. Like when I used to live in the valley, I used to do a lot of jazz gigs, like all those music we love, we love doing. Uh, and then we have our baby, my daughter. We have to move to West Covina, which is closer to my wife's family as well. That, in a way, that changes my path
yeah,
in music,
sure.
and I get to meet all these guys like Ricky Lawson and all the other guys in the different direction. And I got hooked up with these other musicians and so forth. And here I am now. Doing a lot of those stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm not, like, but I was telling when I see old friends like you, and oh my God, I used to do a lot of jazz gigs, and I miss them. Like
yeah. Did you get involved in the Latin world here?
at some point, I get to play with some Latinos
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
and so forth. You get It's always meeting musicians and people around you wherever you are, and it takes you somewhere after that. I
yeah,
don't know, maybe that's my destiny. Like, well, the jazz music will always be in my heart, but I guess I have to choose reality sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
sometimes reality, you have to feed your family,
yeah.
you have to pay all your bills.
Yes.
Oh my God. I it's well, I'm not, I don't think bad about that, but I'm still grateful with all the graces that God gave me.
Yeah, yeah,
And, I'm still looking forward to, like, the dreamer. I'm still that dreamer. Well, someday I will get to play with you. I'm still hoping.
yeah, yeah.
But I'm
It's
happy with
good.
where I'm at now, and
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to hear something, and Alvin sent me a link, Remembering Remy, your song Remembering Remy.
Oh, that's the song I wrote for my mom.
For your mom?
Yes. Snare de Leon.
Sorry, who?
The Snare de Leon player. Filipino guy.
Beautiful.
Thank you. That was for my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't wanna tell the story anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. That was really beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I know. I have written songs that were touched upon family members, who I've lost, and yeah, it's very yeah, it's just totally meaningful. Yeah.
Yeah. So every time I play that song, yeah, people just think of whoever they lost.
Actually, apparently Roland is a fan of yours already. So he said this piece, Remembering Remy, is so movingly beautiful, makes me well up every time I hear it.
Oh, thank you, Roland. Yeah.
Yeah. He also stopped playing guitar because he got a family and, two beautiful daughters and
Oh, nice.
yeah. Yep. Um,
In fact, talking about family, let me plug this in your show.
okay.
I have this. I got two sons back home in the Philippines, and they're both April boys. So happy birthday to my two sons, Third and Carl. Third is on Wednesday,
Like
the 9th.
2 days, yeah.
Yeah, and my eldest son will be on the 28th.
Ah.
And by the way, my dad is on the 23rd.
Oh.
he's a April boy too. So
A lot
yeah,
of
there you
April
go. Happy
boys,
birthday.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of April boys. When were you born?
I'm in June. June 7. Yeah.
Oh, you're a Gemini.
Yes, yes, Gemini. That's
Me
right.
too.
Oh, you're Gemini too.
I'm May 28th.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, actually, I have a few friends with June 7th, I think. June 7th. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I have several friends. And yeah, June 7th. Nice date, you know.
A lot of a lot of musicians and artists are also all in June also.
Yeah,
Chick Corea is one of them. Yeah.
that's right.
Uh-huh.
I have,
Prince.
there's a lot of, I actually do know a lot of Geminis. And I know, do you know how many people have my birthday? Who I know? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people more than me with my birthday
Wow.
that I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of Geminis.
Well, we are the Geminis.
Well, okay. So I know you have a steady Tuesday.
Yes.
I'm going to write that down in case anyone lives out there. Steady Tuesday gig in what town?
It's in Palm Desert,
Palm Desert.
California. Well,
At-
not lately, not so regular, but the gig is still there. If I don't feel, I can, drive out there because it's really way out far. And my car is not young anymore, and I'm not young anymore. So I have a regular sub guy
oh,
that I will just let our band leader know I cannot do the gig. And then, he will call us up. But it's a regular gig. Like this week, I won't be there tomorrow, but I will be there next week. Yeah.
and what is the name of the club?
The name is Vicky's of
Oh.
Santa Fe. Yeah.
Oh, I know that club. I think I worked there.
Yeah. Really cool club, restaurant. They have a 9-foot grand piano. And yeah, we start at 6:30. We finish at around 9:30 and, drive back home.
Cool. Yeah, I know some people there.
Yeah.
Actually, Cheryl Benteen lives in Palm Springs.
Yeah.
She just did a really nice gig this last weekend.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the place. Is there something called the Purple something? Or
The Purple Room.
yeah, I think she works
Yes,
there.
the Purple Room.
Yeah.
Rose Mallet, the singer.
Yeah.
Yes, she's from there as well, and sometimes I work with her.
She's a great singer.
Yeah, a lot of them. Tateng, when are you moving here? Well, that's the only thing. Sometimes I can do the gig because it's really way out there. It's actually close to Indio.
Yeah.
Close to Indio. It's like 95 miles from my place.
Yeah.
So that will take you like 3 hours. 3 hours from
Doesn't Barnaby Finch live there?
I think so. Yeah.
He's a very good musician.
Yeah, a lot of great musicians. Some of them lives in Palm Springs area, Cathedral City.
Idlewild, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty nice out there. The only time I don't like it is in the summer during the day.
Well, you know what? During summer they close. They close all the clubs. It's just too much heat. It's just brutal. Like
Yeah.
People won't go out.
But the nights are actually quite nice in the summer. They're beautiful. But the daytimes are just a drag.
Yeah. Night times are good, and
Yeah.
during summer, it's okay. But still hot though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to say? It's been 2 hours, see? And you thought
I
you
know,
could
right?
talk for 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, they can always catch me, or
Yeah.
I'm playing always with different guys. This week, is it okay to plug it? Like to mention it?
Absolutely.
This
Yeah.
week I will be at Noipitz in Long Beach. I will
Okay,
be
let me
playing
write
with
that
Murray Carr.
in Long Beach
Yes.
with Murray Carr.
Yes.
I know that name. Why do I know that name?
That's the one I played, we played pop music, dance music.
Oh, okay. So, and which night or
That's gonna be this Saturday.
Saturday night?
Yeah.
And
And Sunday I will
what's the
be.
name of that club?
It's called Noipitz in Long Beach.
How do you spell that?
Noipitz is Noypitz. Noipitz.
Wow, that's an interesting
Yeah,
name.
it's
Is that his name?
it's yes, it's spelled backwards. It's called Pinoy. Noipitz. It's like
Big one. Okay.
in Long Beach.
Okay.
Well, they can just look at it at my social media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And Facebook or Instagram or
Instagram as well. Yeah, yeah.
do you
So
have
it's
you have Facebook too?
yes.
Okay.
I have Facebook too. Yeah.
Okay. So Alvin said he'll be there, disco. And what else? Was there something else?
Sunday I will be at Humphreys backstage in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with our group, the Slim Man Band. Yeah.
And band. Great.
And then the rest I will post it on my yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
Okay. I put it all in there.
Yeah.
Well, Tateng, thanks. It was fun to hang out.
Cathy, I'm very honored. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
My pleasure. My
Yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome.
it's good to talk and to
Yeah.
hang with you again and with our fellow jazzer. Like
Yeah. We're not too old to totally forget.
I hope. Yeah.
And if you want to share that with anyone, you can find it. It'll live on my Facebook
Okay.
and my YouTube. And there's an archive too if you want. But yeah, you can share it.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll do that.
All
After
right.
you. You
Thank
take
Matt.
care. Okay.
Thank you. You too.
And blessings always.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you very much.
Thank you.
Love to you. Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just sorry, one more thing I'm going to just say. I'm promoting too. You can still leave if you want. If you can hit leave meeting, or you can just wait a minute. Whatever
Okay.
you want to do. So
Okay.
Friday, I'm doing this Mondays and Fridays now. So Friday, there's a pianist that I happened to hear subbing for somebody in a hotel in New York, and I
Oh
was
wow.
blown away by him. It turns out that he's very well known. His name is Andy Ezrin. So I'm actually having him on the show Friday.
Friday. What time?
Same, 12 to 2.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Saturday, is my Jinkies gig. So anybody in town, come on down.
That's
to
in
Santa
in
Monica.
my mind. So
Okay.
it's a residency, okay?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Who knows? One of these Saturday I will pop up and say
Great.
hi.
Okay.
Me and my wife. Okay.
All right.
Thank you again, and you take care.